Hey guys, it's Spicy, and I'm here today to talk about your first track day and what you need to bring to your first track day. So I made a cheat sheet. I posted on social media on L2Ride2 page. I named it as a track day checklist. You can check it out. It's on Instagram. But before I jump into the list of the things what to bring to your track day, if you've never been to the track day before, you're probably going to feel nervous, scared, and a lot of people have a misconception about the track, and they think at the track you have to race, you have to be professional right away, and you have to go fast. None of this is true. You don't have to go fast. If you would like to go fast, sure, but I'm sure if you're unfamiliar with the track or unfamiliar with the road, for example, if you're riding on the street somewhere and like in some roads you've never been before, obviously you're not going to go fast. Well, I hope you would not. But same thing on the track. If you've never been to the track before, you're unfamiliar with the track, you don't know where you're going, you don't know the turns yet, you have to get used to it, right? So you're going to kind of keep the pace humble until you get used to the corners, you're gonna learn the track and everything else. If you go to the track with an attitude to learn, to become a better rider, become skillful rider, faster and more professional, then you're probably gonna have a humble attitude towards learning process, and you're gonna listen to the coaches and you're gonna learn the proper technique, you're gonna take your time and follow the guidance of the people who are more experienced. But in cases of the people who go to the track for the first time thinking they're the fastest guys on the street, which happens, and those people learn their lesson a hard way, and they bring their brand new S1000s to the track, crash them the first day. It happened too many times. And they're very cocky, hyped as hell. And it's very dangerous for them and for other people. I personally don't like to see people crash, and it's sad to see that sometimes people just don't listen. They don't want to listen to the coaches, and they think they're better than the coaches. I've seen that too. But you gotta learn some way, I guess. But in most cases, people go to the track, they have a good time, they learn a lot of new information, and they get hooked and they want to continue, they want to come back, they get obsessed with the experience, and they see the result. Everything that you learn at the track, all the technique and everything else, you transfer that to the street. I remember when I was a beginner and I used to doubt my skills, I used to doubt if I'm going to make a turn, or like what speed should I take the turn, or where to look at, and how to prepare yourself for the turn, the body position, all of those questions. I had so many questions, and I had no idea how to advance my skills. And when I went to the first track day, I saw so much progress from my first track day, and I was not scared anymore. So that's going to be you. Ask questions. You're going to have a lot of questions, so ask those questions. Don't be shy. I am super excited about your first track experience. Please tell me all about it in the comments. And if you have any questions while you're at the track, don't be shy to grab a coach and ask them. They're there to help you, to support and to guide you. So make sure you don't lose the chance to speak with the coach if you have any questions. So I'm excited for you. Enjoy your track day. So let's talk about the track day checklist. What to bring to the track and how to be prepared for the track day. Let's talk about the first thing, and the most important thing is your motorcycle. Your bike has to be track ready. So let's say it's your street bike, which in the case when I went to the track day for the first time, second time, third time, and the fourth time, I only had one bike. So it was my street bike. I had a Yamaha R1 back in the days. And all you have to do is to check that obviously brakes work, your caps, oil caps and other bolts are not loosened. You know, you have to tighten everything. You have to make sure It's safe. It's not going to drip any liquids, any oil on the floor while you're riding, because it's very dangerous. You're going to get fined for that. Your chain is not too tight, not too loose. Make sure to check your tires, the tire life, or what's left. Make sure it's decent. You would have to tape your bike, the headlights, rear lights, and turn signals, mirrors if you don't want to remove them, or you could just remove them. You could use the painter's tape for that. In most cases it's blue, kind of ugly, but who cares? Or you could just try to find the black color, which is a little bit better. Okay, so let's go into the checklist. So motorcycle, prep your bike to pass the inspection, make sure nothing is loosened. Keys, motorcycle keys, it's not a joke. People did forget their keys a couple of times. Motorcycle ramp, canyon dancer, straps, Insta360, memory card, lap timer, not for the first time. Tire warmers, also not for the first time. And bike stands, also not needed for the first try. You could probably worry about this stuff like down the road when you get to intermediate pace or expert, but for the beginning, don't worry about this stuff. The bike stands sometimes you may use for something, let's say if you need to adjust the foot pegs or something like that. If you need to adjust something on the bike, it might be useful. But other than that, let's move into the gear section. What to bring to the track, what gear to bring to the track. Undersuit or base layer, suit, one-piece or two-piece suit, whichever you're comfortable with or whichever you have. Balaclava, optional, it helps with the hair. Helmet, DOT or ACE approved. Make sure the helmet's not older than 5 to 7 years. Long gloves, long racing boots, back protector, chest protector, and airbag vest. So airbag vest is optional, you know, if you want to be extra protected. I highly recommend. I still don't have anything of my own. I actually ordered a Custom Works Dainese suit with the airbag. I'm super excited. Finally, something's going to fit me proper with the airbag, because the suits that I have, just plain suits. So let's move into the tools. So which tools you need to bring. Toolbox would be nice. Extension cords, tire gauge, you have to bring. Tire pump as well. Shop towels, work gloves, and the painter's tape. We spoke about the painter's tape, why you need it. And in terms of the comfort, canopy. You want to make sure you stay away from the sun. You're going to be riding in the sun, and heat exhaustion is your enemy. Make sure you drink tons of water and make sure you hydrate it. So canopy is a must. I highly recommend to have a canopy. Table, to make sure you can put a helmet or any tools you need on the table. Chairs to relax, in between the sessions. Tent, if you're camping, let's say if you decided to come the day prior to the track day, to make sure you have a full night of sleep, bring a tent with you. Air mattress if you're camping. Fan, it's nice to have a fan, especially if it's very hot. Towel, clock. May seem like, oh, I have a phone, but sometimes you misplace your phone. You want to make sure you have a clock to look at the time where to go out for your session. Water, plenty of water. Sport drinks with electrolytes, highly recommend. And some snacks. So snacks is the last item on the list. And so make sure you have plenty of rest in between sessions, because at the end of the day, you're going to be very exhausted with a lot of new information. So you're going to be mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, riding in the full day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a long day. And last but not least, how you get your motorcycle to the track. Easy, but not so easy. Could be a little bit stressful. So the easiest option would be ask a friend with a pickup truck or a van to take your bike to the track, which is fun. Or you could ask any of your friends if they have a vehicle with a hitch, and you could rent a U-Haul trailer, or maybe you have a vehicle with a hitch, and you can rent a U-Haul trailer for like $18. It's the cheapest way to get your bike to the track. So you need the canyon dancers and you need the straps to make it easier for you and safer to transport the bike. If you decide to use some vendors to transport the bike for you, it could be a little bit expensive. It could be anything as $250 and more. Another option you could have is to rent a U-Haul van or a pickup truck from any car rental company and just, transport the bike by yourself. But make sure you have a motorcycle ramp, canyon dancer, and straps. The last resort would be to ride your bike to the track, ride it at the track, and then ride your bike back home. I think it's insane. I've seen people do it as a last resort, but I would never do it myself. It's exhausting. It's doable, but it's exhausting. You ride the whole day at the track. The last thing you want is to continue riding, especially if you're upstate somewhere and you have to go back. If the track is somewhere upstate and you finish around 5 o'clock, and by the time you pack up and leave, there are probably going to be a lot of wildlife outside and it could be dangerous, plus you're going to be tired. So consider maybe other options more than this last resort, but sometimes, when you have no other choice, you have to do what you have to do. And the last thing I want to mention before I go, I am organizing 2 amazing track days this season, 2025. The first is going to be on April 28th, New Jersey Motorsports Park, Thunderbolt. This is a Motor America professional facility, professional track. First-timers are welcome, beginners are welcome. We're going to have great coaches for you. We're going to have lunch, coffee, drinks, great atmosphere, DJs, lots of learning. And the second track day is going to be at New York Safety Track. It's upstate New York. And it's going to be July 3rd, Thursday. And the same thing, food, lunch, drinks, coaches, DJ, great atmosphere is included. And can't wait to see you. Please sign up and enjoy. I would love to see you all. And I'm going to attach information about my track days down below. So if you have any questions about my track day or any track days, guys, comment. I always reply. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy your first track day experience. And I hope I was helpful and I contributed to your first track day and made it less stressful. I'm going to leave the track day checklist on the Instagram L2Ride2 page. So you're welcome to save it for your future track days. Please like the video and subscribe. And I'm going to post more videos about the track days and general information about some riding tips and everything else. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.